This is Cobalt Z8. Welcome to Volume 2 of my favorite ships of Pirates of the Burning Sea. Here we have the level 15 Locust Corvette. You will notice, as compared to the Cruiser Snow we looked at, essentially the same armament, 16 8-pounders, 8 aside, although this does have 2 8-pounders aft here. The hull strength and all the relative strengths, I think, are a little bit stronger. Otherwise, it's not that much different, honestly. And some of these ships I'm showing you aren't that much different. But again, I just like to look at this ship. I love the stern decoration here. You know, that's really pretty cool. It's very, very... I almost want to say like Spanish, kind of very high decoration era-ish. There's little dolphins on the side there. These two soldier guys, and then like a dancing bear. It's just very cool. And it's kind of fun how the cannons point out through there. It looks like, again, this one looks like kind of a small galleon, because you definitely have in the aft part of the ship here the little tiered levels going up. Ah, shit, where's my crew? Occasionally the game does this. We can't see my crew on there. That's disappointing. You can see it's definitely, compared to the others, which have been mostly flat. Yeah, I'm getting attacked. It's got a more tiered deck system. You can almost see into the forecastle there. That's really cool. Okay, I might be in a little trouble here because I'm fighting 3. Oh, they're only cruiser snows. I think there's an Atlas bark and there's a Lindbergh trading flute. Okay, but anyway, this is mainly just to show you. Now, would there be much reason to go into this as opposed to the Cruiser Snow? I don't know, not really. But, as I said, I just like... To me, getting a new ship is like... it's like getting new gear at the next level in in a normal MMO or whatever. It's just fun to do. I wish my ship, my people would be modeled on that. The last patch, by the way, here, let me turn that down. I forgot to turn it down. The last patch that Portalist did is kind of it's the only thing I can think of, messed my game up for a while. And I had to reload physics to get this to work, and then the link that they had for physics wasn't working, and I had a pretty frustrating 4 or 5 days, but happily it's working again. So, and I owed you guys a video. I don't think I've ever specifically said this, but I'm trying to get videos out at 1 a week. I've been doing, I think, fairly okay with that. This is 2 weeks, but that's just because I've been having trouble getting the game to run. I should show you some other games, and I probably will. It's just this one is so entertaining, and I started this series, so I kind of want to show you the rest of the ships that I like. I think we're just going to sail out of this combat here. With all this mass aft here, you would think sailing this wouldn't be very fast, but it's definitely a thing with this game that they've modeled them faster than they should have been. I can't imagine a ship like this being able to get 20 knots. I mean, that's pretty unrealistic for the time. Okay, I'm sailing away from them a little bit. This is I'm not sure what what is that little face thing there? Let's place it where, oh, the ladder's right behind it, but I don't know what that little face thing is. Kind of odd decoration. Figurehead, oh, it's like a jumping animal of some sort. I would have said like a lion, but it's got a sort of nautical looking tail. Look at these cool little, oh, there's my dudes just popped in. Nice to see him. He's got these cool little faces on the sides here too, which is a bit odd. It's a cool looking ship. Oh, I should fire my aft guns so we can see him in action. Here we go. You ready? It cracks me up for some reason. Locust Corvette, level 15. This is a medium. I can't remember if the Cruiser Snow was still a small or not. I guess if you're interested, you can compare with the last video. This might be the first medium I'm showing you. I'm making distance on them slowly. I love how they model damage. I mean, that's pretty accurate. Well, I don't know. I never fought in a wooden sailing ship battle, but I think it looks pretty good. And we've seen on other things that... Why do I have damage on both sides? Was I engaged on both sides? I might have been. Little broken spots in the windows there. That's pretty cool. Look at the detail in the planking here. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but on the right side, on the starboard side of the ship, the planking goes kind of upwards to the left, and on the port side it goes, I should say, larboard side, because I don't know this time if they said port or not. It goes up toward the right. That's pretty interesting. I wish the rudder actually would move when you... I guess I can't expect that much detail. Ah, the nice little French flag. A lot of these I'm showing you are on some of my French characters, because I've just... Some of them have collected more ships. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, as soon as I get out of combat here, or actually at any moment, I guess, I'll go on to the next ship. Miss. Alright, now I present to you the level 17 Lexington Brig. This is a pretty popular ship at this level, because, well, I don't really like how it looks. You know, if you compare this to the Locust Corvette we looked at, this whole thing's just open-ended. It looks a lot more like kind of just a, I don't even, like a yacht or something than a warship, but you know, it's pretty crammed full. It seems smaller, too. It seems shorter. The little davits or whatever off the back are cool, but there's no decoration. This is just a really simple, sort of functional ship. I mean, look at the figurehead. It's just a chunk of wood painted white. You know, what? But anyway, the reason people go into the ship at level 17 is, as you can see over here to the left, first of all, the hull strength is a 200 or 300. I think the Corvette was like 800. This is 1100, and all the way down, this ship is much the strongest that we've looked at in terms of hull strength, etc. Oddly, I noticed today it has fewer crew by about 5 than the Corvette does. I don't know why that would be. This also is a 16, has 16 main guns, 8 aside, but these are 9-pounders, as you can see. And it has 2 aft guns that are also 9-pounders. Those don't look like they should be 9-pounders, do they? Don't those look at this. Okay, I'm being very picky, but look at the aft guns and compare them to the main guns. The aft guns are tiny. They look like child's toys compared to the main gun. Anyway, not to be overly picky, which I guess I am anyway. Let's just take a look at how it looks. Get that big sail up. It's got a really big, well, I forget what that sail is even called, the one at the back there. It's just got a very different look to it. This is just a little level 10 Mediator Cutter. I thought about showing you a Cutter Mediator because they're kind of cool ships, but I already had too many level 10s. So, Lexington Brig, you know, it's a good ship to go into, but honestly, from my point of view, I don't like its look nearly as much. We're back on my pirate here, as you can tell. You're like, oh, your pirate's attacking French, and the other players are French. Yes, they are. I'm quite loyal nationwide, but I'm on the other server now. So this server, I'm pirate. On Antigua, I am French. So there was a time in this game where people were disloyal. You could name them as traitors, and then a variety of things happened. I don't know what for sure, because I didn't play during that time, really. But no, not a traitor, just separate things on separate servers. Mediator Cutter is a cool little ship. I don't know if I can... Oh, I just sunk it. Are they abandoned? Yeah, I got some silver earrings. Awesome. I've been looking for those. Not really. Well, there it is. It's the Lexington Brig. It's fairly popular at this level because it's the most guns and the most poundage. I think maybe the Van Horn had 9-pounders too, but which is another reason why the Van Horn is such a nice ship. You can tell the Mediator Cutter looks fairly cool. Got a long bowsprit, kind of low lines. Doesn't look much different from the Lexington, except actually I think the Cutter is a little prettier than the Lexington is. But there you go, Lexington Cutter level 17. Alright, I now present for your viewing pleasure the Dromedary Indiaman. This is a level 17 ship also. It is a medium ship. This is, as far as I recall, a free trader ship only. Now, one of the biggest difference you will notice here is it's got 16 main guns, but the main guns are 12-pounders. As far as I recall, this is the first ship we have looked at that has 12-pound guns. Also has 2 12-pounders aft, which actually look like 12-pounders. I'm going to get my ass handed to me here. I love the double wheel, you know, talking about details. There's a lot of... so the hull strength, the strongest we've seen so far. Gun, 12-pounders, highest we've seen so far. Another thing about this ship, and that makes it very useful, is it has a fairly decent capacity for hauling, 825. I don't recall right now what the very first Limburg flute was, but I don't think it was that much. Let's just sail out of range with these, because I see there's a 38 and a 45 and a 38. I'm on a 17 ship. So, it's a pretty ship. I like the little, the little fore window. Whoa, looks like we're in a sink. Little unicorns there prancing on the back. The three little things. That's pretty. I like the little wideness of the back cabin here. It's like you can tell the captain of the ship has a really nice life. Relatively. It's pretty compact in the middle there. Nice bowsprit. It's another unicorn. Shit, we gotta get out of here fast. Oh, okay, let's go this way. Let's get our wind. So, essentially, let me just check for sure, but I'm pretty sure you have to be a free trader. Is this one? Yeah, free trader only. And the reason for that... So this says 750 capacity. What did... Oh, no, don't stop. Shit, I hit the wrong button. This is 825. That's interesting. Okay, let's go. Let's fly. Fly, you fools. Can we... Oh, we're missing... No, what is this? See? I have a variety of issues with parts of this game. Excuse me, man. Quite a while back, this was during the Sony era, they made some changes to ships because they might have had, like, how many portholes does this have for our openings for guns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then whatever that is, which you could argue is a 9. What is that? Does that just open up into an open area? Looks like it. So there were ships, so this is like 8 openings, and maybe once upon a time it had like 12 guns. And then finally somebody at Sony or the Flying Labs or whoever owned it then, wow, I'm lagging. It's like, it doesn't make sense to have more guns than portholes. So they changed that. Game is acting very strange for me. This lag is unusual. It happened in one of my other videos too, but... So they went through and they changed all that. And then sometime kind of at the end of Sony and the beginning of Portalus... that's just annoying me. I'm gonna have to get out. They've been going through a process of eliminating a bunch of ships, especially there are a bunch of mastercrafted ships and so on, and they got rid of many of those, most of those. And so a lot more ships are obsolete now than were, which is annoying. Because, as you know, I'm a fan of ship variants of, multiple ships. And then Portalus is adding a bunch of ships of their own making. And I was just like, why would you take away ships and then add ships? What's the point? Now, I know often in games like this, and MMOs in general, there's all this whole thing about balance. Everything has to be in balance, blah, blah, blah. And okay, you have multiple factions. That makes some sense. But so much balance seems to be just devs being like, holy shit, we have to do something so that people think we're still interested in this game, and then they just change a bunch of shit that makes no sense and no difference is hardly worth doing. Anyway, sorry, there's a little mini rant there. I didn't need to go that far. I will probably end this episode here because it's probably gone on long enough. This is Cobalt Zed. I hope you're enjoying this series. We have more ships to come, so look forward to that. Also, by the way, if you want to play this game or do play this game, uh, I plan to be playing this more. I have on the French side, I have my own society. It's a private, all of these are alts of mine. I think I've shown you this before. The Compagnie des Indes Occidentales. It was an actual legitimate name from the time. By the way, if you want to play French, you want to join me, let me know. Hit me up. Hit me up in game on one of my characters. You pretty much know who they are by now. And I would be happy to do that. On the French side, this is Antigua. Now on Roberts, I have the Pirate Society, which I think is called the Rum Runners Collective or something like that. Same goes for that. If I'm on there and you want to join, just hit me up. I have no problem with that. I can't guarantee how much I will play because I play a variety of games and I kind of switch back and forth. But anyway, so there's that. This is Cobalt Zed, and I will talk to you later.